In this energy healing, we address topics related to how to put yourself first with love and how to receive more of what you want simply because you exist, not because you have to earn it. Stay tuned. All right, welcome. Welcome to Community Energy Healings to unlock your brightest future, no matter what's happening in the world. This is a service that I offer every week to the general public for anyone who resonates with this type of support, and it's a gift from me to you. And energy healings are an innovative empowerment tool that's really designed to help you access your natural power to create the life that you want, your very best life, and also to accelerate your efforts to release the resistance or the blocks that get in the way. Now, if you're brand new to energy healings with me, I'm going to encourage you to hit the pause button and take a few first steps next. Go to unlockyourbrightestfuture.com, watch the orientation video, read the disclaimer, and then when you're clear if this is for you, come back and join us. On that page, unlockyourbrightestfuture.com, you'll find all kinds of information about the different ways that you can participate live or via recordings. And if you're interested in private energy healings, you can learn more about that as well. But these community energy healings are completely free, my gift to you. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm an empowerment coach, and I help accomplished women, professional women who feel that they're meant for more to unlock the peace, power, and prosperity that still eludes them without wasting time or working harder. And while my coaching programs are tailored for professional women, these energy healings are for anyone and everyone who resonates with the topics. All are welcome. So with that, let's move on to the energy healing for today. If you are using a journal or notebook, then I invite you to pull that out. And we're going to go into the pre-assessment that we do each time. All right. So let me just take a little breath to get here into this space. I invite you to do the same thing. And I invite you to first think about right here, right now, this moment in time, something that you'd love to create or experience in the near future, or maybe in the bigger future. Doesn't have to be right now, could be kind of a big picture, big vision. And first take note of any degree of struggle, resistance, or blockage that you feel around that. And just write down what that is. Okay, so make note of what the desire is for the future, and also make note of what the struggle is right now. Take a moment to jot that down. And if you're not writing, just make a mental note of that. Okay. Number two thing that we're going to do for our pre-assessment is make note of what I call the attention grabbers. So whenever we are focusing on something that we want, there are usually things that are in our awareness. Sometimes they're the things that excite us about that desire, and sometimes they're the things that feel like they're a struggle or we get caught up in problem solving. So make note of what currently is in your awareness, what has your attention around this topic, and make note of the attention grabbers. And while we're doing this, since I finally have access to my live, if you have a hello, anything you want to say, let me know where you're tuning in from in between these pauses. I'd love to see who's here. Hey, BK, good to see you. All right. So number 3 for our pre-assessment is a numeric assessment. So we're going to rate our resistance or our blockage on a scale of 1 to 10 right now. And just trust whatever comes to you. The reason we do 4 pre-assessment checkpoints is because people kind of connect with, sometimes it's thoughts, sometimes it's feelings, sometimes it's numbers. So just trust what comes. 10 is the highest level of blockage, struggle, or resistance. 1 is the lowest. So just make note of how much you're struggling or feeling resistant, scale of 1 to 10. And finally, what we're going to do is take all of this awareness from our heads into our bodies. Take a moment now to become aware of the first thing you notice as a sensation in your body. And notice where you feel it and what you're aware of. It might be a way to describe the sensation: tightness, tingling, numbness. Maybe you don't feel anything, but your awareness goes there. It could be a pain, could be fluttery, could be heavy, however you want to describe it. And sometimes we're aware of a color, a shape, whether it has edges. So just jot down anything related to the first thing that you become aware of regarding sensations in your body. Okay. So now you can put aside your notebook or journal if you have one and settle into wherever you are. Get comfortable. And we're going to move into the energy healing. And remember, if at any time you feel any discomfort, tap right here. This is called the heart center. It's also related to acupuncture. Strengthens energetic boundaries. It helps ground you, helps soothe you. So this is always a good thing to do, whether it's in an energy healing or just in regular life. And know that after this energy healing, I will be available to answer questions. We will do a formal wrap up, but then I'll stay up to 30 minutes to answer questions in the comments. So feel free to put comments during the energy healing, after the energy healing, whatever you want. If you want to capture something really quickly, put it in your notebook, but I'll come back to answer questions and also hear how it was for you. All right, so I invite you to sit back. Take a deep breath. And become aware of whatever is holding your body up at this time. Feel the presence and the reliability of that physical support for your body and your being. And now bring your awareness to your heart and envision that you're breathing in and out of your heart. We're going to cycle through 3 rounds of breath. Just follow my lead. After these 3 rounds, just know that you'll be resuming a natural and comfortable rhythm. Okay. You're going to be inhaling completely, holding the fullness, exhaling completely, holding the emptiness. We're going to do that 3 times. Okay. So take a deep breath to fill your lungs completely and hold the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. And now inhale to fill your lungs completely. Hold the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. Now inhale to fill your lungs completely. Holding the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. And now allow your breath to resume a natural and comfortable rhythm. With your awareness in your heart space. And as you breathe in and out of your heart space, imagine perhaps even know that this is the portal to the divine truth of who you really are. You access a universal experience and expression of this divine love that expresses in, as, and through you and all of the universe. And with each breath, this energy flows from the divine through your body and your being, illuminating the awareness within you of who you really are. You become more aware and more clear that you are wholeness, that you are love, that you are peace, that you are power, that you are presence, freedom, joy, health, well-being. You are all that is good. And as this energy illuminates every cell of your body, you also become an invitation from the divine grounding energy of Mother Earth below and the divine supportive guiding energy of Father Spirit from above. And all of these energies flow into your body to commune, fill your being, and then radiate beyond your flesh to surround you in safety and protection so that only that which is of the highest good and greatest joy can come to you and flow through you. Okay. So with that, I'm going to begin my detective work. So I'm checking for sacred space and to see if the focus is available to us now. It is. Overall strength is 10, 20, 30%. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Weakness is at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% weakness. Okay. So with this, I'm going to state an intention for you on your behalf. You can repeat after me out loud in your space, mentally, silently to yourself, or simply let these words wash over you. And anytime I say repeat after me, you can participate however you like in that regard. So repeat after me. My intention is to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that is presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, in ways better than I ever imagined possible. Okay, so I'm confirming overall strength with the focus available to us. Overall strength 10, 20, 30, yes. Weakness 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%, maybe. Okay, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, infinity to infinity, 1, 2, 3, dimensional influences, memories, residuals, forgiving, forgetting, correcting, right now, that's strong, complete, permanent, absolute infinity, past, present, future, strong. So tap on your heart center, take a deep breath. Okay. So we're going to check for internal objections. Repeat after me. I want to heal this. It's safe to heal this. I deserve to heal this. It will benefit me and others to heal this. It is possible to heal this. I will heal this. So there are internal objections for it's possible and I will, and is the priority. So we're going to begin with will, okay? Usually if we clear one, we clear them all. So tapping now on the karate chop point, which is the side of your hand. Repeat after me. Even though a part of me thinks that I will not heal this, I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to allow my will and divine will to harmonize in ways better than I ever imagined. Even though a part of me thinks that I will not heal this. I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to allow my will and divine will to harmonize in ways better than I ever imagined. Even though part of me thinks that I will not heal this, I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to allow my will and divine will to harmonize in ways better than I ever imagined. So you can stop tapping there, now tapping on your heart center. Take a deep breath. Okay, you can stop tapping. Repeat after me. I want to heal this. It's safe to heal this. I deserve to heal this. It will benefit me and others to heal this. It is possible to heal this. I will heal this. Good. Checking for denial, denial of denial, no perception, no chromosomal programming, NDPR conflict, and take another deep breath. Anytime I say take a deep breath, you can always tap on your heart center. You don't have to, but you can do that. Okay, so going back to see strength assessment, overall strength, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% strength up from 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, weaknesses at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% strength weakness down from 80. That's what we want. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinity to infinity, 1, 2, 3, dimensional influences, memories, residuals, forgiving, forgetting, correcting, written announcement, strong, complete, permanent, absolute to infinity, past, present, future, strong. Another deep breath. Okay, so now let's see where we're guided today. Okay, the first thing that's coming up are fears and phobias. Okay. Fear of losing security. Fear of the unknown. Here. Fear of going to hell. And remember, if there's anything that I say that is uncomfortable for you, if you feel anything in your body that's uncomfortable, just tap gently. Okay, tap on your heart center. And as a reminder, and I'm just kind of getting the guidance to speak this out loud, above all else, when you participate in these energy healings, trust how you feel. If you feel like you need to take a break, step away, call me, get questions answered before participating. I'm just feeling guided to say this. So take care of yourself above all else, okay? Okay, so there's also fear around love. Fear of love. There are health fears. Okay. And it's specifically reproductive fears. So there's fear, reproductive fears. A lot of fear today. So reproductive fears could be related to pregnancy, could be related to health issues like hysterectomies, endometriosis, impotence, sexually transmitted diseases. I just read the energy that comes, and it could be that, but it could also be something else. It didn't come in specifically around that, but what that tends to tell me is there's something happening in the second chakra. So the second chakra, we all have 7 energy centers in our body, is the chakra of the womb, our reproductive organs, our low back, our abdomen. So it could be, it could have nothing to do with our reproductive organs, and it could be around creativity. It could be because that's another aspect of the second chakra. It could be around, what else is coming through? Digestive issues, colon. So there's a lot of possibilities for the second chakra. It came up as a health fear. in that particular area of the body. Okay, so there's no spiritual fears, but the fear is exponential. So that's fear of a fear of a fear. It's multi-layered. Fear to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take a deep breath. Tap on your heart center. Okay. Let's see what else we've got today. It's a healing sequence. Okay, repeat after me. Love is putting myself first. And that is incongruent, which means your body or your being does not believe it, not congruent with that statement. By the way, everything that I say out loud is being neutralized as we go. Okay, so this is just what's up for healing. So there's incongruency with the idea that putting yourself first is actually a good thing, a loving thing. And we're now going to see what you're associating with putting myself first. So what are you associating with putting yourself first if it isn't actually love or love association? Is it here? So strong muscle here, here. Okay, so we have some polarities that are out of balance. All right, so repeat after me. Chaos versus order. Okay, that's out of balance. Blame versus praise. Okay, so as these energies are being revealed, the energy that's coming through is very strong. I'll talk more about it as we unpack it. Repeat after me. Worthless versus worthy. Correcting as we go. Is there a blockage here? Denial, 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 no perception, no chromosomal programming, NDPR conflict. Is it here? Is it here? Here. So it's from muscle. Okay. Wrong versus right. Repeat after me. Wrong versus right. Okay. All right, so now we're going to see what energies are excessive and which are deficient. So chaos versus order, weak muscle indicator. Chaos is excessive, order is deficient. Okay. Blame versus praise. Blame is excessive, praise is deficient. Worthless versus worthy. Worthless is excessive, worthy is deficient. Correcting. Wrong versus right. Wrong is excessive, right is deficient. Does it serve for me to speak out loud what I'm getting at this point? Yeah, okay. So what's coming through here, for anybody here who is conscious of the concept of codependency, has worked on codependency, this idea of putting ourselves first is when you are struggling with codependency, one of the ways, there's many behaviors, coping mechanisms that can show up that are learned behaviors for environments that we grew up in, where the nurturing, that was either neglect or malnourished nurturing and sometimes abuse. What tends to happen is, let me kind of narrow this down because it's such a big topic. We learn an external orientation towards the caregivers in our lives, or the absence of them, because in the absence, malnourishment, or neglect of loving, nurturing care, knowing that we're loved, we start to develop coping mechanisms because at a very deep level, we know that we need to be loved and cared for to survive. And so we will, instead of having our innate value reflected back to us in a healthy way, in the absence of that, we learn to be valued for our ability to provide supply and become useful for our caregivers. We become needless and their needs become more important. And we disconnect from ourselves and become hyper vigilant and aware of others. And so this piece about love is putting myself first that's like the dominant entry point for this energy healing. And there's a huge ripple effect in terms of how we relate to life and how we receive. So we learn to think, to problem solve, to earn, to become useful. We get a sense of value. I always say you become valued for your productivity versus your presence, for your doing versus your being. And you become a better and better doer by becoming needless, not putting your needs first, yourself first, putting everyone else's needs you do for others. People pleasing is one of the ways, right? We become really good at doing for others and putting other people's needs first, and then putting ourselves first gets repressed. Now, the way that these polarities are showing up is associated with, if I put myself first, there will be, and these are the excessive energies, chaos. I'll be blamed. So I'll be blamed, attacked, shamed. I will feel worthless because you learn to feel worthy for what you do, not who you be. And I'll be made wrong. So those are the energies that showed up around this idea of putting myself first. Okay. Is that accurate? Is there more to this? There's more to this. All right. So is this the right train for today? Yeah. Okay. So with that, there's emotional energy. So if this stirs up emotions for you, if this is uncomfortable for you, just take some gentle breaths, tap on your heart center. If there are emotions that are flowing, if you feel sad, if there are tears, just try to let them flow. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. That's the energy moving. If you feel angry, if you need to move your body, you can get up, move it, shake it out, not shake it out, but just shake or walk around, or just really listen to your body, listen to your body, listen to what you need. Take care of yourself. Okay, so emotions, 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's some emotional energy around being alone. So again, we're neutralizing these as we go. More emotions, 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's confusion, emotional confusion, correcting 1 to 10, 20, 10, 15, 10, 11. There's emotional insecurity, correcting 1 to 10, 20, 10, 15, 10, 11, 12. Mother is coming up. So there's weakness around mother. Okay, correcting for that. 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Burden, feeling burdened. That's a very common byproduct of this dynamic. We take on a tremendous amount of responsibility. We grow up being caregivers, providing supply, emotional supply, regulating other people's emotions. And it gets reinforced because we keep being valued for it and we keep feeling safe for it. So this responsibility and burden energy takes up a lot of space, very hard to connect with what we want, very hard to feel safe being you, safe having needs, safe wanting what you want, believing you can have it. And this all formulates a consciousness. And this was the bigger picture I wanted to, that was coming through, is this idea of unlocking your brightest future, no matter what's happening in the world. This external orientation means that we're always looking for answers. We're always looking for, is this possible? How do I be safe outside? Because we haven't learned that internal orientation towards having our beings, our personhood validated, valued, nurtured from the youngest age. And our capacity to receive the kindness of life. Our first experience of receiving is how we were received by our nurturers, our caregivers, our parents. So we learned that in order to receive what I want, I have to earn it. I have to work hard. When you've been nurtured in a healthy way, you are received simply because you exist. So this consciousness of I can receive abundance in infinite expression simply because I exist without having to earn it, this is malnourished or neglected. And when it comes to unlocking your brightest future, we don't have any idea how to be internally oriented in order to activate that, to animate that, to do it from a place of our consciousness or being, because we've been trained to do it all out there. And a lot of us don't understand how that works, but some of us who are well nurtured are able to access opportunities and support and resources, even if we don't understand how. It's just what's normal for us based on our conditioning. Just 1 second. Okay, other emotions? No. Anything else associated with love is putting myself first? No. Anything else for today? No. So this is what's being healed today. Do we need to identify origins? No. So today we don't have to go into where does this come from. This is just ready to be released. Everyone who is called to this energy today, it's just, you're ready for it. You just needed these things named and identified. Okay, so we're going to move into intervention. So numeric, tapping up a holding TAT, vortex of light, spiritual bodies, do and release. All right. So as I do this clearing protocol, we're going to release this energy, reset your field, and restore you to the wholeness that's your true nature, your true divine nature. Okay, so I'm going to have you tap on your heart center. And as you do, as I do my thing, just take some gentle breaths. And imagine that this energy, however and wherever it's been held in your being, in your body, in your consciousness, is collapsing into little bubbles of light that become neutral, this pure energy. And it starts to migrate over to your spinal column and then just trickle down your spinal column with each gentle breath through your hips, legs, out the bottoms of your feet, into the earth, no matter what position you're in. Letting Mother Earth receive this energy with so much love, recycling it and sending it back to source to be repurposed. And then your heart, which continues to beat, pulsating the divine light and truth of who you are through your body, illuminates these empty spaces left behind, depositing the new light codes that have been absent for you into your body and being. It's the truth of you rather than the conditioning of you, the coping of you, but the truth, the divine truth of you. And it literally becomes like the nourishment, the divine nourishment to awaken this and recalibrate your whole being into a remembering, a reclaiming, an owning, an embracing, and a celebrating in the most naturally integrated way. So just keep tapping and breathing. And as we do this, you are correcting this at the energy to matter and matter to energy level, to other dimensions, existence, universe, time, space, energy, black hole, the unknown. Eliminate, free, independent, release, and protect. Memories, residuals, remnants, imprints, remains. Memories, 1 to 0, forgiving, forgetting. Right now, this minute strong. Same, not same, different, not different, change, no change, 100% perception, conscious, unconscious, enhancements, triggers, blockage. Okay. There was a lot of weakness around integrating this. Okay, deep breath. Okay, so now keep breathing and keep tapping. And I'm going to confirm that you've neutralized, healed, and released all weakening associations with love is putting myself first, including all polarity imbalances and the energy of being alone, confused, insecure, weakness with mother, and burdened. Take a deep breath. Confirming that you've neutralized, healed, and released all exponential fear. This actually makes sense now about the second chakra. all weakness and any and all health issues, or if you didn't have health issues, just weakness of the second chakra and fear in the second chakra, which is also about relationships, mother, nurturing. It makes total sense. You've neutralized, healed, and released the fear of losing security, fear of the unknown, fear of going to hell, fear of loss, love, any reproductive fears, health fears, anything around the second chakra. Deep breath. Okay, so now repeat after me. Check in with this. I also got another awareness around the energy of burdened is also not that you're burdened, but also that you are a burden. That just came through. Yeah. So that's part of what was also being released there. Burden and burdened. Okay. So, okay. Repeat after me. I am a gift. I am a blessing. I am lightness. I am play. I am joy and laughter. I reclaim my innocence. I am at peace, grounded, and able, willing, and ready to relate to my mother and mother energy in general as aligned with love, forgiveness, and truth, even if I don't feel it right now. So your feelings may or may not be congruent with this statement, but energetically you're in alignment, it's strong, and the rest of your being now has what it needs to move in that direction and catch up. And for some people, it'll be dramatic, and for other people, it'll be slow movement towards that. But the energetic structures for that is now healthy and strong. Okay. I am security. I am clarity. I am cherished. I am cared for. I am loved. I belong. I am a part of family and community in a way that feels good to me. Okay, repeat after me these polarities now. Wrong versus right. Worthless versus worthy. Blame versus praise. Chaos versus order. And confirming that you are now neutral, balanced, and standing in the energy of free will and choice in this field of infinite possibilities. Good. Repeat after me. Love is putting myself first. Continuing to repeat after me. I am safety. I feel and relax into the divine safety that lives in me and that surrounds me. Under all conditions, even when I see evidence to the contrary. I am willing, ready, and able to discover an internal orientation and availability to my own safety. I am willing, ready, and able to access the security that lives in me, independent of people and conditions in my life and in the world. I am willing to be guided in creating and receiving safe experiences and environments, and to see and understand safety from the highest realm of truth, beyond what my mind may understand at this time. I am willing to relax into the safety of the unknown, because what I know is limited at best. I am willing, ready, and able to have my fear of going to hell be soothed and illuminated with divine truth in a way that I feel and know is right for me, without question, in the depths of my being. I am willing to feel and know the safety of love. I am willing to expand my capacity to experience love in ways better than I ever imagined possible. And now, on everyone's behalf, you don't have to repeat after me. I'm confirming that any and all energy regarding the second chakra is strong, is optimized, is supported, is healthy and functioning in ways aligned with your highest good and greatest joy. Okay. If you're still tapping, you can take a deep breath and then stop tapping. Deep breath. All right, so we're going to do a recheck now. Repeat after me. My intention has been to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that was presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, in ways better than I ever imagined. Okay. Overall strength is 100 and weakness is 0. Excellent. That's always our goal. All right. So we're going to start bringing this to a close. We give grateful thanks to our expanded selves, Mother Earth, Father Spirit, and the divine love of the universe world without end, fully releasing all of this unto the infinite power of the divine, and allowing perfect right action to express in, as, and through us with ease and grace. So as you take some cleansing breaths, allow the breath to start guiding you back to your waking life and to the rest of your day or evening. You can give your hands a squeeze. Maybe give your legs a squeeze just to feel yourself in your body. Wiggle your toes. And really gently, as you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. So we're going to do our post-assessment now for the energy healing. And go back to those 4 checkpoints as you consider where in your life you want to create or experience something desired in your future. Look at your number one struggle and just see where you're at with it right now. Make some mental notes or jot it down. Then check in with those same attention grabbers and see what is in your awareness now. Do those things still have your awareness? Has it changed? What are you aware of now? Write that down. Check in on resistance on a scale of 1 to 10. If you feel better, the number will have come down. So check to see if you feel better, worse, or the same. And even if you feel worse, that's a-okay. The energy healing still works. Sometimes it takes a little time for things to move and shift. And again, I'll be here for questions afterwards. And also check in with the sensations in your body. How's that feeling? If there was discomfort, does it feel better? Has it moved? Just become aware of it. There's no right or wrong. This is just so that you can familiarize your experience with these energy healings, but also it gives you a point of assessment. And as I move on to the next piece where I start to give you what to explore in the week ahead, please share in the chat. How was this for you? What's standing out for you? Do you feel better, worse, or the same? What are you noticing? What are you aware of? I'd love to see that in the chat. Let me see if I can find my Facebook again. There we go. Okay. Lost you. Let me come get you back. Okay. Yeah, so please share in the chat so I know how everyone's doing. Okay. And I'll give you your next steps now. So we're going to do a few more things before we wrap up. You also want to be assessing after this energy healing. So I call these life observations. So in the week ahead, pay attention to the attention grabbers that occupied your awareness when you started. See how that's changing, what's in your awareness. Remember, your consciousness creates your reality. So simply by having a change in what's occupying space in our awareness, we start to create a completely different reality. Where your attention goes, the energy flows, or what you focus upon flourishes. So pay attention to those attention grabbers. Also make note of opportunities, insights, and pleasant surprises that show up in your life that you manifest. That's how manifestation works when you're operating from a being model, which is I receive simply because I exist, versus a doing model, which is I have to earn it, okay? Whatever you manifest, this is not a coincidence. So we want to pay attention because this reflects back to us how our consciousness is creating a new reality. And take action on any of the feel-good breadcrumbs that show up in your life with no attachment to the outcome, because you'll start receiving new things. So that's the action part, okay? Instead of hard work, notice what you receive, act on it as long as it feels good, feel good breadcrumbs. Or if you feel like I need to act on this, or act from curiosity and wonder as opposed to got to make something happen.